G'day guys, this is Sam again from Nixon Offroad crew. You guessed it, we're doing another installation. This is a brand new rear bumper for a 2008 to 2017 Jeep Wrangler JK models. As you can tell, this is a solid, stylish design. It's got a powder-coated steel finish, it's got high clearance, it's got reverse sensor holes so you're not giving anything up, and it accepts some of those bigger wheels. So it does take a little bit longer to get the OEM bumper off, but this is a direct Bolton installation, so let's get started. So after you're done removing the spare tire, we're going to be heading underneath because we need to pull off the towing harness connector for the tow hitch wiring harness and secure it with a zip tie safely out of the way. Next, we need to go ahead and remove this tow hitch, which we'll be doing by going directly behind it to remove these 4 bolts. These bolts are very long. It will take some time and the space up there is rather tight. The muffler is jammed up so tight to the tow hitch bracket that hand tools will most likely be your only option here. After you remove all the bolts, you'll need to carefully wiggle or pry down the tow hitch bracket. Now that we've finished removing the tow hitch, we need to go ahead and remove the side bumper bracket and the rear wheel well by removing these 2 bolts. Keep in mind that as you remove the bolts, the rear bumper will be loose and hanging. Nothing is holding it to the Jeep at this point, and when it comes off, it will most likely come to rest on the red tow hitches. Now it's time to remove these red tow hitches, and we're going to do that by removing these 3 bolts. Now keep in mind, this is another situation where these bolts are pretty long. It's going to take a while here if you do it by hand, which is why a power tool is a much easier option here. You'll find 2 of these bumper and mounting plates included with your packaging. We're going to be sliding these plates into the frame and ensuring that they align with these 2 cross holes. With the threading now ready, we can prepare your included screws with the black locking washers and the silver washing plates. Now the black locking washers are optional. They do provide additional tightening force, but what is really important is that you place these parts in the right order. You'll need 2 people to attach the rear bumper as there's nothing to hang it on, and you'll need to align and secure the bolts at the same time. As always, we start by attaching these screws by hand so we can have plenty of time for adjustability afterwards. As said before, it's really handy to have a mate help you with this part so you can get your alignment just right. Now it's just a case of tightening down those last 4 bolts, 2 on each side, and you'll be ready to go with your new beast of a rear bumper. And that wraps up the installation of our stylish new rear bumper. Now this thing has a powder coated steel finish. It's got a deep wheel well for your bigger wheels here, and it does have reverse sensor holes, so you're not giving anything up. Now it is going to take the average person around an hour and a half to install this bad boy. That includes taking the OEM rear bumper off and installing a new one here. As always guys, take your time, have fun, make sure you do it only once. Have a good one.